Hey, what's up guys? Happy weekend. It is another weekend. That means it's time for me to let you know what's new at a theater near you this week, as well as giving you my weekend box office predictions. But before we can take a look ahead, let's go ahead and take a look back and see how movies performed at the box office last weekend. The Magnificent Seven didn't perform as magnificently as other pundits had hoped, but with $34.7 million, it was enough to snag the top spot in its opening weekend. Storks came in second with $21.3 million, and Sully, Bridget Jones, and Snowden rounded out the top 5. Comparing my predictions to the actuals, I had another pretty good week last week. I only swapped Suicide Squad and Don't Breathe in the 7th and 8th spots. That gives me a score of 8 out of 10 for last week, and brings my lifetime percentage to 59.39%. Now let's take a look at what's new at a theater near you. This weekend sees the release of Deepwater Horizon, Masterminds, and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. First up is Deepwater Horizon. Disaster strikes in the Gulf of Mexico when a drilling rig explodes on April 20th, 2010, resulting in the biggest oil spill in U.S. history. Deepwater Horizon stars Mark Wahlberg, Dylan O'Brien, Kate Hudson, and Kurt Russell. It is rated PG-13 for prolonged, intense disaster sequences and disturbing images and brief, strong language. Next is Masterminds. David Gant is stuck in the monotony of driving an armored truck day in and day out, so when his work crush lures him into the heist of a lifetime, David is all in. Despite a pack of harebrained bandits and an absurdly flawed plan, David manages to steal $17 million and promptly hands it over to the gang, who just as promptly double-cross him. Forced to go on the lam, David must dodge the authorities and a hitman, and try to turn the tables on his untrustworthy comrades. Masterminds stars Zach Galifianakis, Owen Wilson, Kristen Wiig, and Jason Sudeikis, and is rated PG-13 for crude and sexual humor, some language, and violence. Also being released this week is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. A teen discovers a secret refuge on an island where children have special powers and hidden enemies. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is based on the young adult novel written by Ransom Riggs and is directed by Tim Burton. It stars Eva Green, Asia Butterfield, Allison Janney, Judi Dench, and Samuel L. Jackson. The film is rated PG-13 for intense sequences of fantasy, action, /violence, and peril. There is another movie that's expanding this week after opening limited last week or 2 weeks ago, and that is The Queen of Katwe. And now that we know all about the newcomers, let's see how they'll stack up against the holdovers as we get into my weekend box office predictions. There may be a close fight for the top spot this week between Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children and Deepwater Horizon. I think that Miss Peregrine will do just enough to grab the top spot, which means that Deepwater Horizon will come in second. I'm hearing fantastic things about this film, and I cannot wait to check it out myself. I do think that the box office might take a little bit of a hit though, because I'm not sure how much audience fatigue there is with real-life dramatizations. I mean, we've already had Sully and Snowden earlier this month, and I'm thinking that audiences may want something a little bit different this week. Then again, there is tremendous word of mouth and great buzz surrounding this movie, so even though I have it at number 2, it should still perform very well. I don't think Magnificent Seven will do well enough to beat out those two newcomers, so I have it dropping to the number 3 spot this weekend. In 4th place, I have Storks. It is a good family film, and I know better than to underestimate an animated family movie, but I cannot see it doing any better than number 4 this weekend. At number 5, I have Sully. In 6th place, I have Masterminds. It has a great cast, and I remember thinking that the trailer was kind of funny when I first saw it a year ago. But that's the problem. I first saw the trailer for this movie over a year ago. This movie has been delayed and pushed back and had its date changed several times. That usually does not bode well for a film, and I struggle to place this one any higher than number 6. Actually, I think it might bomb. At number 7, I have Queen of Katwe. I'm hearing good things about this film too, but even though it's expanding this week, it's still in only about 1,200 theaters. It should do respectable though, and number 7 wouldn't be a bad placing for this. Next up at number 8, I have Bridget Jones's Baby. Number 9 and 10 will be another close race, I think. I think I'm going to go with Snowden at number 9, and Don't Breathe at number 10. I'm giving the slight edge to Snowden only because it's slightly newer than Don't Breathe. Then again, we are heading into October, and the only horror film slated to be released this month is Ouija, Origins of Evil. So I think that those theaters that are still showing Don't Breathe will see a little bit of a bump with folks looking for a scare or two. I do think that Snowden and Don't Breathe will be neck and neck, and it'll be kind of interesting to see which movie is victorious and which one manages to just stay in the top 10. And so to recap, number 10, Don't Breathe. Number 9, Snowden. Number 8, Bridget Jones's Baby. Number 7, Queen of Katwe. Number 6, Masterminds. Number 5, Sully. Number 4, Storks. Number 3, The Magnificent Seven. Number 2, Deepwater Horizon. And number 1, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So there you have it, guys. Those are my predictions for the weekend of September 30th to October 2nd, 2016. Do you agree with my predictions or not? What movies are you guys looking forward to seeing this weekend? Let me know. Sound off in the comment section down below. You guys, thank you so much as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you liked this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That would really help me out a lot. And then make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel here so you don't miss any of my other videos. You can find me online at jeffitosmovieblog.com, on Facebook at jeffitosmovieblog, and on Twitter simply at jeffitosblog. All those social media links can be found down below in the description like always. I'll be back soon with more videos for you guys. Stay tuned for the monthly movie preview show for the month of October, which will be up in the next day or two. Also, I still owe you guys a review for the movie Storks, which I saw last week, but I've not been feeling well this week, allergies and sinus problems. So that review should be up in the next day or two as well. And of course, I hope to take in a bunch of movies this weekend, and of course we'll review those as well. Until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.